I'm the Democratic candidate for sheriff here in Bastrop County. I ran for the primary. Was involved in a runoff election, succeeded in that, and now are waiting for the general election in November the 4th. Looking for the support of the citizens of Bastrop County. I'm a native of this area, interested in the county, and look forward to representing the people.
Talk about the different types of crime in Bastrop and how do you go about solving those crimes?
Well, Bastrop is like all the counties and just about like everywhere. There's nothing really unique to Bastrop. We have crimes against the person, crimes of violence, domestic violence. Of course, there's drug problems, which are unfortunately a problem throughout our state. I have some experience in that. I've worked a number of years on the Mexican border and also overseas working drug investigations. I intend to see that our deputies are well trained, have good policies and procedures to follow, and I hope to have a good rapport with the citizens of the county.
How are the resources now? Is there enough resources in the county?
Well, there's never enough resources for law enforcement, but we have to deal with the budget. That's happening everywhere in the country. It's not unlimited. We have to work within our means. As far as I know, the county commissioners of this county have been very good to law enforcement, and I have no reason not to believe that they will continue to do that. I intend to prioritize matters and see that the funds, probably exceed $12 million this year in the budget, see that that money is addressed toward priorities, things that we need to pay attention to.
Tell us when the election is and who you're running against and how you stand up.
November 4 is the general election. I'm running against Republican Terry Pickering, who is an honorable man. I feel that I have better qualifications. I'm dedicated to doing a good job for the county. I have no other thing in mind other than doing a good job being a good sheriff for the people of Bastrop.
How do folks get a hold of you?
They can get in touch with me at Arlen, ARLANWAYNE, Arlen Wayne at yahoo.com.
And what's the date of the election and when's the early voting?
The early voting is 2 weeks prior to the general election, and the general election is November 4 of this year, 2008.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right, you bet.
For the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals, place 3. It's a statewide election. I'm running as a Democrat. I'm the Democratic nominee. I'm a former prosecutor with the U.S. Department of Justice, and I spent the last 4 years of my government career serving overseas in Kosovo and also in West Africa doing judicial law reform. So I'm here back in Texas. I grew up in Texas, went to UT Law School, and I've come back in order to see if I can help with the Texas system, and I think I'd be a good judge. I'm very fair. I'm a former prosecutor, and I think that the Texas system, though, could use a few new ideas. We've had a lot of problems recently with exonerations, wrongful convictions, and there's areas where there can be some work done in order to make the justice system stronger for everyone. And I'd hope that everyone will care about the justice system, because even though most of you will have the good fortune to never be a defendant or be a victim in the system, the justice system is, people are put in jail and life and liberty are taken away in the name of the state, and we're all citizens of the state, and we all need to care about that system and make sure that we have the best judges available on the court who are taking their jobs seriously and who are using the best tools of the justice system.
How many cases a year do you handle, and what kind of backlog is there in the criminal appeals court?
The Court of Criminal Appeals handles one of the largest caseloads of any court in the nation. It handles on direct appeal all death penalty cases. All cases in which a sentence of death is imposed go straight to the Court of Criminal Appeals, and then it handles on discretionary appeal all of the other criminal cases. So it can take those cases as it sees fit. In addition, it handles quite a few writs.
What's your view on the death penalty?
Well, my view on the death penalty is that we should have the death penalty, but that it should be applied equally and fairly and with all due process guarantees. And so that we should have a system in which we're assured that the people who receive the death penalty are in fact the guilty ones, and that there's not been a wrongful conviction, and that they had every opportunity to, under the law, to avail themselves of all the constitutional guarantees that we have in.
What kind of reforms are required in the court system?
Well, there's a number of different reforms that are ongoing right now. As you know, we've now had 34 wrongful convictions in the state of Texas, and some of these, a good number of these have come from wrongful eyewitness IDs, and so some of them have been bad DNA testing or non-DNA testing. So what we need to do is we need to look at why those wrongful convictions have occurred and what other states are doing to make these practices better, particularly in the area of eyewitness identifications. There's a lot of techniques that have been shown to be more effective and more reliable than the techniques that are used in Texas.
Tell folks how they find you on the web or by email, or how they get a hold of you.
Oh, my website is www.susanstrawn, SUSANSTRAWN.com, and I'm also on Facebook, so people can find me on Facebook and they can share my page with their friends, and that's a very effective way for me to get my message out, because it's a statewide race. As you know, Texas is a big state, and we're not going to be doing any television advertising apart from possibly YouTube, so we need to get the word out that way.
So you're doing a little social network.
I'm there, viral marketing. I'm not on Twitter. I'm a little bit old for Twitter. I haven't figured that one out yet, but I did figure out Facebook, and Facebook's been quite a good thing so far. So go on Facebook, be a supporter, and spread the word to your friends and their friends and whoever you know in Texas. Vote for me in November. I'm Susan Strawn, and I'm running for the Court of Criminal Appeals.